Welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great week. Today, I can finally start talking about the release date for the 1.19 Wild update. Now, I probably could have talked about it a lot sooner. I've seen a lot of YouTubers make some clickbait videos talking about the release date, but now that we have our first pre-release, we can safely say that the 1.19 Wild update will be finished and complete very soon. When I say very soon, it could be the next week, it could be the next 2-3 weeks. So it really just depends on how many bugs, how many issues they run into. But from now to the release date, essentially what we're going to see are bug fixes. So before we dive into the changelog, into the Minecraft news article, feel free to share your thoughts down below. How do you guys feel about 1.19 overall? And how does it compare to previous updates that were received, like Caves and Cliffs, Village and Pillage, the Nether update, which is like my favorite update of all time. We got Update Aquatic, we got the Buzzy Bees, some really amazing updates we received the past few years. So share your feelings about that down below. And if you haven't already, please consider joining the Stealth Army. I promise you won't regret it. We got some fun videos on the way. And let's not forget as well, after summertime, it is Minecraft Live season. So I just can't wait. Minecraft Live is like my favorite event, so it's just going to be a fantastic time. But let's go ahead and check out the changelog for the first pre-release. Presenting the first pre-release of 1.19, the Wild update. From now on, you should mostly see bugs being fixed. In addition to that, pre-releases don't follow the regular snapshot cadence of releasing on Wednesdays, so keep an eye out for the next pre-release. As always, a big thank you to the community for your feedback, bugs reported, and awesome ideas throughout the snapshot series. Let the pre-releases commence. Changes in 1.19 pre-release 1. Slightly reduced the number of mangrove trees and mangrove swamps, which is fantastic. I'm actually happy about that. I've been spending a lot of time playing around with the mangrove swamps the past several weeks, playing in creative as well as survival, but I do feel like the mangrove swamps are way too confining and very tight and narrow, and it's just hard to maneuver in the biome. But it doesn't mean it's a bad biome. I think it's one of my favorite new biomes recently. It's just hard to move around because there's so many trees, there's so many leaves, and it's almost impossible to move around the mangrove swamps without destroying something. So I'm glad they addressed that. Hopefully it actually gets even better from here to the release date. The next one, Endermen, skeletons, wither skeletons, and piglins now spawn in a wider range of light levels in the Nether, from light level 0 to 11. Item interaction vibrations are now emitted when you start or finish using an item with the start and finish slate, such as bows, crossbows, goat horns, shields, and food. Item interaction vibrations are now ignored when sneaking. And lastly, placing items that aren't armor, such as pumpkins and skulls, in your headwear slot now plays a generic equip sound. So that's essentially everything, excluding a ton of bug fixes. So I'll have all of that in the description and a link as well if you guys want to check it out. So what's going on with the release date? I'm sure that's why most of you guys clicked on this video. And although I feel comfortable talking about the release date, it's still hard to narrow it down to a specific date, mostly because we don't know how many pre-releases we're going to receive. And we could receive multiple pre-releases every single week. Sometimes we can even get 2, 3, possibly 4 pre-releases in a week. Now, although I think that's highly unlikely because the last few snapshots have been dedicated to bug fixes, it still wouldn't shock or surprise me if we get maybe 3 or 4 pre-releases before the release date is announced. So I would honestly say at this point, Mojang could release 1.19 anywhere from the last week of May, so I would say like the 31st all the way to the first week of June. So more than likely it would fall on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Like it's gonna be during one of the business days, so they're not gonna release it on a Saturday or a Sunday. So we could get it on like Tuesday the 31st, we could get it on Wednesday the 1st, or the following week on that Tuesday or Wednesday, so that would be the 7th or 8th. But at the latest, I would say the second week of June. No later than that, we will have 1.19. Now keep in mind, this is still all speculation, but now that we have the pre-release, no matter what, I think 1.19 will be dropping within the next month. So hopefully this is helpful for those of you who are trying to plan, which days to spend more time playing Minecraft, or which days to possibly take some time off if you work. Within the next 2 weeks, we should have a better idea of the release date, regardless of when it drops. So as always, I want to say thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So take care. Peace.